Hello, beloved ones. How wonderful that you are here today. I want to talk about honesty, the power of honesty. And this is where the vast majority of people's fears lie, all right? Being honest with self and then being honest with others. It is a very big challenge. And there is the old belief that is perpetuated by your shadow that says dishonesty is safer oftentimes than honesty. That hiding, denial, these are all ways that the old version of safety comes into play. That if you reveal too much, there will be loss. You will lose out, you will lose loved ones, people will not like you or love you or appreciate you for your honesty. And I'm here to tell you, beloved one, that that fear is well-founded, all right? When you are honest, when you live honestly, there will be loss. Anyone in your life that is exposed to your honesty becomes more and more exposed to you, the deeper self, who you really are. And for whatever reason, their own reasons, they may stop loving you. They may begin to dislike you. They may leave your life. Or they could love you, like you, and stay even more. And the relationship gets stronger. Both are possible. But you don't know what the outcome's going to be. It's a risk. Honesty carries risk. So let's talk a little bit about honesty and what I'm talking about. What I'm really talking about when I refer to honesty is you living as yourself, not as something you might want to be or wish you were, or living as someone based on the ideas of others, your parents, your community, your religion. When you are living as yourself, that is living honestly. And it's a process. So please don't feel that I'm asking you to flip a switch, right? To go from dishonest totally to honest. It is a process, it is a progression, but the more conscious you can be about that progression, the easier it becomes. And honesty in every area of your life, the way you think, the thoughts you'd like to express or you feel you need to express, your physical body, being honest about your physical body, age, weight, height, who you are physically, honesty about your sexuality, whatever that means, and how you need and want, desire to express it with yourself, with others, with one other, to be honest about what your needs are in that one arena can be so powerful and liberating. It can relieve you of layers and layers of repression. To be honest about your own emotions is powerful, powerful medicine. To be honest about what you find humorous can be freeing, liberating. To be honest about what you feel in any given moment, I don't just mean emotions, but what you're feeling in your body, what you're feeling in your soul, and yes, what you're feeling in your heart, what kind of energy you're feeling, what kind of transmissions you are feeling, you're receiving. To be honest about all of that. To be honest spiritually about your beliefs, and allow that honesty to change, to shift as your beliefs do. That you get to always just be who you are when you are that. If in your childhood you believed one thing spiritually, and then in your young adult thing you believed another, and then as an older adult you now believe something very different entirely, let it be. In your relationships, expressing yourself is critical. Learning how to express yourself without making it about someone else is a skill and takes time. To fully express yourself in a way that you own it. And it's not about being right. It's not about making someone else wrong so that they take all the blame. In the beginning, it's hard to look at self-expression without diving into victim. Who's the victim? Who's the perpetrator? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? Who's right? Who's wrong? It's tough. So that's why you have the ability to then honestly say, I'm so sorry. I did not express that well at all. Maybe go back and say, what I really meant to express was this. Whatever this is. And the more honest you become, what you will find is that people who are still deeply invested in dishonesty may not wish to be in relationship with you anymore. Every time you hide, let's say for example, you are in a committed relationship and you have an affair with someone else, a sexual involvement with someone else, and the person you are in relationship with does not know. That eats at your soul to such a deep, deep degree. And I do not speak from a place of morality or religion. I do not judge anything that you do or think or say. I love each one of you unconditionally, meaning that your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, none of them have anything to do with how I love you. You get to believe and think and say and act in whatever way you choose. That is the gift of being human. And believe it or not, it's why so many souls want to live in human bodies, that want the human experience. To be an individual with an individual's choice is extraordinary, truly the greatest gift. But I'm telling you this because dishonesty, denial, hiding who you are, what your needs are, it eats away at your soul. And you ultimately are the one that pays the highest price. Your silence can hurt others. If your significant other finds out about the affair, that can deeply wound another person. But ultimately, you not only have to sit with the dishonesty, but then of course the inevitable guilt and shame that comes right on the heels of that dishonesty. And it's that guilt and shame that are so corrosive and eat away at your spirit. They're like an acid. They don't really serve any purpose. They can ignite one's conscience, and that's sometimes not a bad thing, particularly if you are hurting others over and over and over again by your actions. But ultimately, you don't want to carry guilt and shame. They are simply a burden that are unnecessary. Choose honesty first. If you no longer want to be in a committed relationship, be honest about that. If you have made a mistake in relation to your children, don't be afraid to apologize, to be honest about your mistake. When you raise your children, to be honest. When you come forth and be honest about yourself, your own needs, your own happiness, your own mistakes, then you are raising a new generation in honesty. And when there is honesty, when there is free self-expression, there are deeper connections, deeper intimacy, and ultimately, here's the big payoff. You all live more in harmony together. You are willing to be kind to yourself because you are feeling free and you are expressing self as you are. You are much more willing to be kind to self and kind to others. And they in turn to you. And the more kind you are to each other, the kinder you will be to your environment, your planet, Mother Earth, and all the life and sustenance she creates for you, all the beauty. Honesty is self-sustaining. It is sustaining in a long term. Dishonesty is never sustaining. It always ends up crashing. It always ends up coming out. It always ends up making so many more problems than you think you're avoiding by using it. And the more honest you are, the stronger your courage is, and the easier your courage flows. And the more your courage flows, the easier it is to be honesty. Each one builds on the other. Start small. If you find that you are dishonest about little things that don't even matter, start there. Focus on those things. Commit to not using dishonesty in little things that have no real bearing, that you think, why did I lie about that? That was silly, that doesn't even matter. Start there. And when you stop that behavior, then you can move to the next level. Expressing yourself honestly with kindness. Owning what you feel, owning your perception, owning your fears, owning your joys, your own laughter, your own sexuality, your own body, your own mind, your own heart. Claim it all. And express yourself as you need to. This will set you free. And isn't that what you desire most? Just to be free. It is a glorious, glorious feeling. I invite you to discover it, to embrace it, and to always keep it at the very forefront of your being. The power of honesty. Namaste. Hi, it's Danielle, creator and founder of Beloved Publications, your home of Mother Mary's teachings as they're channeled through me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in more of Mother's teachings, please visit our website, www.belovedpublications.com. And there you'll find lots of great ways of connecting with Mother. And if you want to join our community, you get an awesome free mini course on preparing for and connecting with your spirit guides. You will love it. So I hope to see you there soon. Thanks so much.